And I saw as well the UK has delivered or is about to deliver some prison vehicles to Albania. And I had read as well that there was going to be funding for other matters within the prison system. We know that Albanian prisons are at capacity. There are problems with medical assistance inside, with the food, with the heating or lack of. I mean, they are very basic conditions. Obviously, this is not the UK's responsibility, but I'm wondering, aside from the vehicles, is there any other initiatives that are going to be focused on the prison conditions here?
So I think this is a really interesting example of how, when the two governments put their minds to it, in a very short space of time, we can achieve really positive results. So it was only May that we signed the agreement between our two ministers of justice to agree that because the number of Albanians in UK jails, unfortunately, is one of the highest percentages in terms of foreign national offenders in the UK, and like here, British jails are full. And so the agreement that we have already, we were able to intensify to enable the transfer of up to 200 prisoners over the next couple of years, so that they can be closer to families and to be supported. But you're quite right that part of the Albanian prison estate is old, needs changes, the system needs renovating. And so part of this agreement is that the British government will now be the closest partner for Albania on the reform and modernisation of the prison service and prisons across Albania. And I'm really pleased to see that already we've had the transfer of vehicles, as you say, to enable the prison service to operate more effectively, make sure prisoners can be transferred in safe environments between prisons and courts and so on, but also to make sure that the standards in prisons are improved. We've just had the governor of Belmarsh prison, our most important high security prison in the UK, out here. She attended the ceremony that we did together with the Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Justice just last week. And she was very impressed at the standards in the newer prisons, but clearly could see the issues in the older prisons. And that's why this collaboration is so important. So we will be bringing and continuing to bring the best of British and how we can support Albania to meet European international standards. And the plan that's there now is a really positive one, and British experts will be working together over the coming months and years.
So I'm seeing lots of ways that Albania and the UK are collaborating, and very, very clear, very, very quick results. But in your view, what areas could the two countries collaborate more in? Trade, tourism? I don't know. You tell me.
So over the next year, we will continue to intensify all the areas that we've got already underway. But I think ones, as you say, that we could do more on, we've started, but there's definitely a lot more we can do. In the joint communiqué last year, we agreed that university partnerships would be one key, and education is crucial.
Yes.
As I said, we're doing support to schools, but actually universities. We have fantastic Albanian and British universities, and by collaborating together, we can really move that forward. So the Prime Minister Prime Minister Rama had a university roundtable discussion when he was in London for his guest of government official visit in March this year. We will be following that up with more sort of focused agreements with universities. Already we have a number underway, whether in healthcare, in cybersecurity, in investigative journalism, in a range of fields. And what we're trying to do is match and partner universities. So education will be a key part of the future relationship. Economic issues as well. The British Chamber of Commerce now has been launched with British businesses, British linked businesses, championing how we can make more economic connections. And already trade has doubled this year compared to last year and doubled compared to the previous year. So the upward trajectory, albeit on a low base, is moving in the right way. And during the Prime Minister's visit to London, we also announced a doubling of UK export finance, £4 billion available to support major infrastructure, renewable energy projects here. So discussions are underway about that. But that's another area I really want to activate. It's going to be for business to, do their business deals and commercial arrangements, but governments can support that. And that's what I'm determined to do.
This was going to be another one of my questions about trade.